The Pulverizer, the most ridiculous LMG ever introduced into the verse. It's quite literally an FS9 LMG but on steroids. Guess what the ammunition type for this LMG is? I'll wait. That's right, 50 caliber rounds. This thing is a P6LR but fully automatic and with 120 rounds. My god, is this thing ridiculous. Hello, this is Fried Chicken. Oh, hey Chris Roberts. What do you mean you're gonna nerf the Pulverizer? Too strong. Too hitting everything. What? But we just got it. Okay, I'll let everyone know. How's it going, everyone? It's FC here, and I'd like to welcome everyone back to the channel for another FPS testing video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Pulverizer LMG, the bane of existence to the current people who are at the other end of this firearm. It's quite literally the strongest fully automatic weapon in the game. This thing completely slaps, which is why I'm suspecting this thing to catch a nerf sooner or later. Maybe when Nyx is introduced, when everyone else gets their hands onto it outside of the CitizenCon goodie pack. But before we start, I'd like to remind everyone that I am hosting a giveaway for a Drake Golem with LTI insurance, a Huia's puzzle box, and a Morozov Med Life armor kit. All you gotta do in order to enter this giveaway is 1. Be a subscriber, and 2. Comment on any video that I upload in between the time periods of September 20th through October 20th for a chance to win. But now, let's get this video going. Before we start pulverizing, I want to read this firearm's item description with that typical fried chicken seasoning. You know, that delicious Jamaican jerk. Nothing like ripping through a huge mag of 50 caliber bullets to scare away unwanted guests. Based on a modified FS9, the Pulverizer LMG wastes no time with pleasantries. Instead, lends itself to a more direct confrontational approach, meaning if you get in the crosshairs of this LMG, you are quite literally gonna get beaten to the ground and, in other words, pulverized. In today's video, Goporo and DJ Psycho are both gonna be my targets for testing. Let's see just how dangerous the Pulverizer LMG actually is. Let's get it going. So for the first segment, we're going to do as usual and shoot Goporo wearing medium tier armor in the core, then progress to the head, and then vice versa with heavier tier armor as well from core to head.
Nope.
Okay, so this is the Pulverizer, medium tier armor at 30 meters. The effective range is 100 meters, but I don't have a scope good enough to actually lock in at that distance, especially since this gun has a lot of kick. It'll be very difficult to shoot that far. So medium tier armor, 30 meters, Pulverizer LMG, Goporo medium tier armor. As you can see, this thing quite literally melts. It's ridiculous. 1 whole second and some change. It just completely destroyed Goporo in this medium tier armor, and that was for chest shots. Now, let's give it a shot with some headshots. Okay, gonna go for headshots, Goporo, Pulverizer, medium tier armor. Let's see if they can connect at almost 30 meters away. And as you can see right there, that is the reason why I am not shooting at a greater distance. This thing just got too much recoil to focus shot, especially with all that kick. It's easy against NPCs because you're not just purely focusing on the head, but in a controlled environment like this, you gotta really dial it in. One. So we'll do it closer, 10 meters. Headshots, Goporo, medium tier armor. That was 3 shots. I shot 1 extra and it flew over your head. Again, this is the reason why I'm sure that this LMG is going to get a nerf sooner or later. It's just far too strong. This thing just completely wrecks, and there's not much else I can say about it. It's just strong, it shoots very well, and it feels good in the hand. It's a little heavy, but other than that, it's cool, lethal, and dangerous. But let's run it back with some more medium tier armor testing. Okay, let's try that again for medium tier armor, Goporo. Oop, I shot 2 bullets extra. But the TTK is really low. It takes almost a second and a half. The gun causes staggering and or not staggering, but flinching and easy tear damage. Now for you who actually want some long range testing against heavy armor, I'm going to try my best to blast Goporo. But just to let you guys know, these shots are not easy to connect with the current sight I have on this gun. Since I had to recopy my account on the PTU, I pretty much lost everything, every single attachment that is not account bound, which means all of my optics. Since I didn't want to go out there and go collect another optic, a 4X of some type, I'm going to be using just a regular 2X at 100 meters to see if I can blast Caporo across the hangar and down him. From where I'm located at.
85.
85, okay, so damage, there is a little bit of damage drop off from a distance.
Okay. 73.
Okay, so the damage is almost consistent. So at close range for a headshot with heavy tier armor, it was 72.
Okay. 46.
Okay, so there is some damage drop off. I mean, that's common because it's ballistics. So yeah. As you can see, if I had the proper optic attached to the LMG, I would easily make my shots count, but I don't have a good 4X available since it's the PTU and I just recopied my account to be able to get access to the weapons. But let's carry on over to the heavier armor to see how much damage the Caporo can withstand before going down. Okay, so this is going to be headshots Caporo. Okay. I'm not sure if that was 3 or 4.
I think it was 3, but I don't really know.
So as you can see, doing these testings, you can tell that this firearm is just ridiculous. As long as you're within its effective range, which is 100 meters, there is no damage drop off. But anything past that, the damage will start to slowly creep. So just keep that in mind depending on where and how you were shooting. This thing slaps, it melts, literally just a second and a half, and any tier of armor and your target is down, especially when it comes to these NPCs. When it comes to players, it's literally nothing. I'm literally walking people with this thing. It's just ridiculous. It's great and all, but we all know it's gonna happen. Since it's so powerful, CAG is most definitely gonna nerf it. We will have a little bit of fun with it, but just know that it will change in the future, which will make this video pretty much obsolete when those changes actually happen. But I will keep an eye on the stats and the trackers to make sure that I can keep you guys updated by blurbing it out to you in future videos. But other than that, this is the part of the video where I take it out into the field just to show you guys how it handles NPCs. Today, I'm going to be running into the Onyx ASD facilities to show you how damaging the Pulverizer realistically is against medium tier and heavier tier armored NPCs. Now, I'm also going to do some long range shooting with this thing as I collect a 4X scope from the NPCs in the general area. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the Pulverizer. I do enjoy it for the time being until it gets nerfed into the ground. But yeah, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please slap that like button because it really does help put more eyes onto the biggest bird in the verse. But it's me, FC, aka Fried Chicken, Big Bird out.